Yeah, quite simple. Just so much respect for Houston's program, for Coach Sampson, their players, their program. They're the clear standard for this conference, and as they move into their championship program in every sense of the word, from top to bottom, and whether it be in this conference or the Big 12 next year, just incredible standard of a program to try and emulate, and they did it again today.
Okay. Questions, please. We'll start with Chris.
Coach, just your thoughts on the job Ezra did today against Houston's front line.
Yeah, just so proud of Ezra. And you know what, today was, I think, obviously a great performance in terms of what he did fighting some of the very best front court players in the country. And as a unit, again, Houston, we know how dynamic they are on the front court, scoring, rebounding, defense. But for Ezra to come out and get 19 rebounds, we challenged Ezra midway through conference play to want to become an elite rebounder. And obviously it's not shocking to say this is his best rebounding performance. So just so proud of Ezra all season and today.
Your thoughts on going against the Cougars front line and your job you did with double-double today?
I just always prepare for moments like this. As soon as I step on the court, I won't say it, but I don't fear anybody. I'm used to playing, competition like that, if not better. So, I just came prepared, and, I just trusted my team, myself, and I definitely trusted my staff, and it just brought it out today.
Over here to Stephen, please.
Coach, when you look at, you held them to their season low scoring percentage. You were tight there with them at halftime. What was Marcus Sasser and Houston able to do after halftime?
Well, we knew, speaking at halftime, how aggressive they would come out, both offensively and defensively. So it's one thing to be prepared for it, but with a team that hasn't experienced a whole lot of it, to feel it. And, again, you give Houston so much credit with Sasser and with Shed, the way they came out with their defensive intensity. And once the first 4 or 5 minutes of that second half went by, I thought we adapted a little bit and the game became a little bit more normal for us. But that was clearly the difference in the game, was the first 4 to 6 minutes of that second half because of their intensity.
And I know it's probably hard to kind of reflect on the season as a whole right now, but when you look, you guys had the most wins in the American Athletic Conference since this team's been there. You won a game in the tournament. What do you try to take, just immediately off the season?
Two things. Number one is just, and we talked about this in the locker room, just how much appreciation we have for Dave Kasanganai and Luigi DeBow, two seniors that opened their arms to this new coaching staff as we came in just basically a year ago, as we tried to build, this vision and this program of what we think is capable of being. So those two guys were the first thought of this season. And then all these guys, Ezra as a freshman, and all the guys, whether they were returning players or incoming players, to put 2 feet in where they didn't know where it was going, because the vision was new to everybody. You have 15, 16 guys. Some of them are freshmen, some are sophomores, some are juniors. But in reality, they're like all freshmen because it's a new start to everything. So that is really the thought, is how proud we are as a coaching staff of our players putting 2 feet into what we want to accomplish and what we're going to build here.
Okay, we have a question on the Zoom. We'll go to Patrick Mason, please.
This question's for Ezra. I'm just kind of curious, what does it really mean to you to be able, like you said, you weren't afraid of anybody, and you come out and have a tournament record, 19 rebounds. How do you put that performance into context?
My biggest thing was just playing hard all game. I was chasing the rebounds. I was doing whatever it took to win. I wasn't just worried about my statistics. I was doing whatever it took for my team to win, and obviously grabbing rebounds was one of them. And, coach moved me to the 3, so I just, played my role. I didn't try to do too much. I knew most of my points were probably going to come off of rebounds or steam cuts, and I just stuck to the script.
Okay. We'll go next to Stephen Igo, please.
Coach, y'all won the battle on the boards, especially in the first half, but obviously the points off turnovers, I know those were kind of the 2 big keys going into the game. Was that really the most frustrating thing at the end of the day, 19 points off turnovers?
Yeah, of course. Stephen, it was very clear our objective was we had to even have a chance to be in the game, we had to be able to keep Houston off the glass. And, with the percentage that we were able to hold on defense and the amount of misses there were to hold them to 7 offensive rebounds again, and he was a big part of it. But all our guys fought. We talked about 5 guys rebounding, and I was proud of our guys with that. Turnovers was another huge key. We knew we needed to take care of the basketball, and when you give up 19 points off turnovers, you're not getting shots up, you can't set your defense. Maybe if we could set our defense on just a few of those. And some of those turnovers were baskets, two drops in transition where that could be 2 points for us, and we just let the ball go out of bounds. But you know what, Stephen? It's because of their relentless pressure. It's their relentless intensity. They put you in those positions, and that's why you give them so much credit. You don't have a huge margin for error, so you definitely can't compound it with turnovers that lead to baskets.
Go back. Chris, did you have another? Okay. Then we'll go back on the Zoom. Patrick, did you have another?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to say, for Coach, I mean, I'm not sure how much time you have for moral victories, but I guess how proud of you are this team to get a win yesterday and really push Houston as well today?
Yeah, you know what? As much as anything is that I really feel we were playing our best basketball down the stretch here in the last maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and a very difficult stretch when you talk about all the games we had on the road, the opponents that we were playing, postseason play to come in yesterday versus a team that had beaten us twice throughout the regular season. We're obviously down Javon Small and down Ben Biella, so we're pretty thin in terms of rotation and available minutes. So just so proud of our guys to stay with it. We obviously weren't fighting at the end of the regular season for a regular season championship, but if you came to practice every day, if you came to any kind of workouts with the guys, you would feel like we were fighting for a national championship. And they continued that through yesterday, through the preparation tonight, for today's game, last night, and just so proud of their approach, as obviously our season comes to an end. And so that would be the most thing that we can take some positivity going into the off season.
Okay. Another from Stephen.
As they're kind of hitting a similar theme with you, when you kind of look at this year as a freshman, how much growth you made, how much growth your team made from day one to now, like how excited are you for the future now?
If we start with my team first, I really appreciate them encouraging me and pushing me every day to, versus how I started the season, and I trusted Coach Swartz. It's kind of emotional because a lot of people doubted me, and without him, honestly, and my son and my family, my coaching staff, and my son's mom, them motivate me every day. And, I just want to, achieve my dream and keep pushing to get better.
All right. Any further questions? East Carolina, thank you.
Thank you.